Cool. Hi guys. Hello. Hello. Actually, should I do it into the mic so you can hear me better? Yeah. Cait will be here in a bit. She's having some technical difficulties, but we are doing a sprint, which is great. And let me actually turn myself off so I'm not hearing myself double in a weird way. So yeah. Still in the. This was kind of random. I mean, we thought about doing this a few days ago, and then everything came down to the wire. For those of you that are not here, hey, it's Evie. Hi, Evie. I was talking to myself for a second there, and then you showed up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Talking to myself is not necessarily a sign of a healthy thought process. What am I doing? Control V at E. How do I spell everyone? There we go. Happening. Yes. How are you doing, Evie? Oh wow, there's actually random. Oh, as long as you don't answer. Yeah, as long as I don't answer myself, I'll be fine. Yes, exactly. Yes, I am still battling Providence of Fire, and it's Ben as well at Overly Average Ben. I guess this is the perfect time to read. Did I even bring the books in? I did. I remembered. It happened. There's people. So what is everybody reading? Also, we might have another person.
Yay! Can you hear me?
I can, but for some reason,
Yes. I got no. Don't start with me, dogs. My like school computer, which I like to use because it's more stable than this one, broke on my exam, and so they had to give me another one. But it's like a lemon.
it's a lemon.
It's a lemon. While my first
Lemon.
one, nothing works on it.
I mean, you match your lemon because you're wearing a yellow beanie. So
I do. I wore my beanie in honor of Pete. It is a Beauty and the Beast beanie.
oh, nice.
So
We have Evie. We have she was commenting about me talking to myself. We have Zibby. Names, pronunciations for those. We have Ben.
Hello,
Evie's
Benjamin.
on Assassin's Quest.
Oh my gosh.
How many chapters does that one have?
Gotta be like 60 or something.
Yeah, it's probably wild because I was looking at the page counts today, and like Assassin's Apprentice was like 500, and then Assassin's Quest turns into like 1,000 or 1,200.
Not that many pages.
Well, the site I was on told me that. That's why we have Jake Gibson.
41.
41 chapters. Okay, so she's a fair bit in. The Long Song. It sounds like that one Miley Cyrus movie that was on Disney Channel.
The Last Song.
Yeah, that's close.
That's like a Nicholas Sparks movie, and like people die, and it's sad.
I had to watch it 3 times on a cruise because there was a lot of girls that were in the like teenager age group. So I'm kind of like over that movie.
I like it, but it makes me sad. So I don't watch it that much.
Berserk! Yeah, I would guess Providence of Fire makes your brain fuzzy because it's Providence of Fire.
Is it bad? That's the second one in the Blake Stavely or Breck Stavely or whatever his name is.
Brian Stavely. Come on, Brian's a staple author name, Cait.
My bad. Hey, what's up, Jake?
It's Jake.
Are you still reading your Stephen King, Pete, so that you can finally hang out with Jake?
Yeah, I think my plan is to get about halfway through it by the end of the month, since there are only 2 days left. 41. She has 838. So I don't know. It's crazy. There's Jake.
Which one are you reading, Pete?
Which what?
Which Stephen King are you reading?
Mr. Mercedes.
Ooh, I have Misery on my Kindle, and that might be the one that I start with because I have absolutely no interest in ever reading it. Oh, the big reveal! I have
big reveal.
I think that it's going to be a TV show or like a movie or something, because the thing that he dropped looked very much like a trailer for a movie, and there were mists all over it, and so I'm thinking it's Mistborn.
And the quote is from Mistborn.
Yes, yes. And like at the very end when the Dragonsteel logo comes up, it looked very much like a movie logo type thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've been working on that logo for ages. Like they've
But
had a logo like that for a while, in my opinion.
that's the first time I've seen it all like gold and shiny and like fancy and stuff.
Do you watch the end of the weekly updates?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's there exactly like that.
Oh, well, that part of my Oracle is
So
but
ZB, the Sanderson put out an announcement of an announcement. So he put out like a 10-15 second clip on YouTube today that was like, hey guys, there's something coming tomorrow, that said there's always another secret.
yes.
So check Sanderson's thing.
He's the secretiest of all secrets.
We're doing great. How are you?
An erudite adventure. I'm doing okay. I was almost late because my group could not figure out one of the clues for our scavenger hunt, and I ended up like circling in this park for a half an hour before we realized that A, the flag was in the volleyball court, and B, it was not in the ground. They had like put it up in like one of the things that actually holds up the net, and I am short. I don't notice those things. So
Exactly why if you're ever in a fantasy world, find a way to fly, because no one ever looks up.
that is very true, unless you're in Stormlight Archive.
It's true. I mean, even then, I would say people in Stormlight Archive don't look up because they're not used to having radiants flying around.
Unless you're part of the Kaladin fan club.
Or you're just in war, then you figure it out.
Yes.
Multiple people say Misery is good. Evie,
Right.
this has already technically been announced for the leather bounds. We've been waiting for this for a while. They come out around Christmas, I believe. Because yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about the leather bounds.
I think so too.
So there's that, and then we're gonna have the Words of Radiance leather bounds in Kickstarter next year.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Have we calculated? Oh my gosh. He cannot.
That would be hilarious. No, Sanderson wouldn't be able to retire because if he wasn't writing, he would literally go crazy.
Probably just like
I swear, if that man had like the worst debilitating disease, he would still be writing because he needs to write. He is. There's a reason Patrick Rothfuss made the comment about Brandon Sanderson's liver. Like, and I'm bored with it. Like, if I can get a piece of that liver and gain some of his power, Mistborn definitely seems a strong candidate. My personal hope is that he starts revealing stuff for the swag boxes.
Ooh.
That'd be nice and probably would push me over the edge to actually like getting the swag boxes, because right now I'm just going for the books because it's expensive.
I went for the plunge. I did the thing. Yeah, and I'm just like,
sold your firstborn child.
Yeah, kind of, because I know that the money is going to be gone in like 2 days. So I could still change my mind, but I know that if I do, I will regret it. If it was anyone other than Brandon Sanderson, then I wouldn't do it. But
yeah, exactly. I technically, so I'm backing the hardcovers. I still have, because the backer kit's going to come out in April, and I'll have a month to decide after that. I can literally just wait and decide at the last minute of the backer kit to get the swag boxes if I really want to.
Wait, you can get the swag boxes next year?
No. So essentially, with the Kickstarter ends, and whatever you back, they charge. And then the backer kit comes out, and when the backer kit comes out, which confirms your shipping address and all this other jazz, you can add a bunch of stuff on if you really want to. So if you back at a lower tier, you have the option to increase, but you don't have the option to decrease if you back at a higher tier.
That is very nice. Because when is the backer kit going to come out?
It usually comes out a week or two, sometimes even a month after the Kickstarter stop. You can tell I've done a lot of Kickstarters, backed a lot of them because So many good ones.
This is my first time.
Yeah. So essentially, it'll come out in a link to an email. It should come out within probably 2 weeks, I would say. And they've done this before with
Mhm.
like the other stuff. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. People know it. I'm very excited that I know Evie. I know, but I am like still 5'5". Like that's not volleyball height.
Another person reading Assassin's Quest. How far are you into it? That's the real question.
Yes, I
And that
know.
was
I
the,
love
that was
it.
the comment.
I got. I
I
saw it on
heard about the
Broadway.
movie.
Hmm?
I didn't realize it was a musical.
Oh, the movie. I've heard that the movie is terrible. I will not watch it because I don't want it to ruin.
I didn't get the impression that the movie was a musical.
No.
Like, are there songs in the movie? Because it just looked like a standard weird teenage drama to me. No
So,
music involved.
so I've heard from some people that the main songs are in there, but one of the like most important songs for like the mother character was taken out, which like totally changes the dynamic in the story near the end. It's a fantastic musical and it has really great commentary, but I don't think that it would have transferred very well to cinema.
Hmm.
So.
That's happened sometimes in musicals, unless you just do a beat for beat. Also, I have to point out that I specifically bought a potato for the print because I was at the store. And then I got home and Cait was like, "Can you make everything and set everything up?" And I'm like, "Okay, let me take a shower and put everything together in 15 minutes." So this is the potato in the thumbnail. I
You
took a
took a picture
picture.
of the potato.
It was easier to take a picture of a potato than try to find a copyright-free photo.
Of a
So
potato?
I'm not
That's
going to search
amazing.
an image on Google and get flagged for it. All right. I'm that paranoid about copyright strikes.
Really? I don't think there was any flagging happening on like the Pokemon thumbnail that I made. Though I guess it doesn't matter because it would be on Greg's channel, not mine.
There probably isn't, but I'm just super paranoid because like putting covers on your whatchamacadoodle is fine because you're reviewing them, you're criticizing them. Like that falls under fair use. I don't know if a random photo of a potato falls under fair use when we're not criticizing potatoes. We
You
could
could
just say,
fail.
"Hey, I love potatoes." There, that's a criticism. This potato on the thumbnail looks good.
It does look like a very good potato. What are you going to do with said potato?
I have no idea. I might do something with it. I don't know. I saw an Instagram thing about making potato chips in a microwave with it, which sounded interesting. Just slice them up and do some other stuff. And
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
yes,
Ship of Magic. Ooh, that's we're doing Ship of Magic. Whoa, May I think over on the Discord.
do we need another wheel? Do we have another wheel?
Is Evie coming to join us?
He is coming to join us.
Yee.
We're gonna have a third person,
Oh, yes.
but Ben, you should delay it another month so you can read it with the rest of us. Gosh,
Gosh, Ben.
Gosh,
I
Ben.
am reading Elantris.
Yes. How far you got left?
I am not very far. I'm just about page 200.
Dare you?
Serena's at that first party she goes to when she like stops wearing all black and is like, I'm not mourning anymore.
Just get Grace to delay it too. Gosh, I mean, is Grace really that important, Ben? Is she really that important to you instead of like, buddy reading with all your other friends? Hi, Evie.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
I mean, you're far away from her now, Ben. So like she can't get her claws on you.
Her class Grace would never hurt a fly. She could not. It is not in her being to do that
It's true.
at all. Ah, work.
It's a poof ball.
It is a George.
She's actually purring, so I'm gonna hold her until she starts meowing at me. So
Hello.
Aww. Oh wow. Weird.
But just stare at her and call it peer pressure.
That's true. Buongiorno, Ben. The other Ben.
the other Ben.
No, neither did I not send that in the thing. I was
did.
like making a message. I did.
Wednesday, Tuesday, I guess it's changing. I don't know.
It's Woo's Day.
It's Woo's Day.
Woo's
That
Day.
sounds weird. I mean, it could be Woozy Day.
Woozy Day. Yes.
Evie, you're reading Assassin's Creed. That's right. I was about to ask you to read it. And I was like, wait. Blonde.
What are you reading, Pete? Are you infinite jesting tonight?
I'm switching between Province of Fire, second book in the I can't remember. Emperor's
Broken
Blade.
something or
Broken
other.
Throne. Broken Chronicle of the
Unhewn Throne.
Yes.
Yes, the unhewn throne that a woman cannot sit on.
How
They
rude.
repeat apparently so many times. So
Yeah, it tells us like every time. Like I'm in 3 chapters in, it's already told us once.
Oh my goodness.
Infinite Jest. Gosh, Anita, you should check your Discord sometime. It's okay. It's okay. And then we have Mr. Mercedes.
Ah, yes, Stephen King.
So I'm going to be switching around between all of those, I guess.
I have not read anything other than cardiology notes for like 2 weeks, so I'm excited to do this. I'm hoping I get to like a good part so I can be like, oh my god, Pete, listen to the thing.
Dramatic gasp.
Yes, good, big dramatic gasp.
Evie, what do you think Brian Sanderson is going to be doing tomorrow?
Did you just call him Brian Sanderson?
Yes.
Did you do it on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
do you not get the joke, Kate? It's from when Alan.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also just told me that Brian is a very popular writer's name.
Which is part of the joke. Like, part of what probably why Pete said it.
Yes.
I'm a little slow today. I used up all my brain power earlier. I really did. My recall right now is absolute crap.
I'm in the middle of chapter 15, Anita. So.
Ooh. That intrigues me, but also scares me. It's Genji Ito, the big manga.
The graphic novelist who does like, yeah.
With all the spirals.
Yeah.
Still this, but it's fine.
Why am I dressed up like a miner? Do I need to start singing hi-ho or something? I'm wearing a beanie. Pete wears beanies and no one tells him he looks like a miner.
Because I wear them.
Oh, because you wear them in like a cool way? Is that it?
Yeah, basically.
It's my Beauty and the Beast one. Do you see, Evie? Got the...
Oh, nice.
Yes. Fine. I will take this off. My hair is meh.
See, like, if I take my beanies off, people are like, what? Is that Pete? I had, like, my beanie off and my glasses on one day, and then somebody was like, oh, I've been on the stream for, like, 10 minutes. I didn't even realize it was Pete.
You did join a stream without your beanie on. I'm like, why does Pete look different?
You called me out on it, too.
Your hair is just, like, slightly fluffy, and so it just looks different without the beanie.
It does.
And it also, like, it looks less like emo swooshy hair when you don't have the beanie on. It looks like a miner helmet. No. It has a little pom-pom on it.
Miner helmets can have pom-poms. Are you saying they can't have pom-poms?
It would be very, like, not realistic for a coal mine.
I mean, don't judge miners based on, like, the giant... Miners like to have fun, too. Pom-poms give a little bit of joy and give a place for the canary to perch on before they die.
Oh, that's both cute and morbid at the same time.
You're welcome.
Gift.
It's another Cait.
Hello, you are here because it is not date night, because it is not a Wednesday.
Oh, it's her Wednesday. She never here on Wednesdays.
I know.
Max.
Hi, buddy. Oh, hi.
He's been here this entire time and you're just noticing?
Yes. I told you. I'm like dead.
Everything's just... Oh, I could probably...
I will get there. It'll be fine. What are you doing? Oh, you're changing the background?
God, I could do that. I don't know if it's going to come up well.
An off night.
Come on.
I remember those. Thursday nights was my off night with Aaron when we were dating. So
every day with another person is too many days with another person. I need like my alone time every once in a while.
Why do you think I'm here and Aaron is downstairs watching the hockey game?
Mm-hmm. See, but there's a difference between like alone time together and like alone time in your own space. I learned that the hard way before. At least for me. But I'm like fairly introverted, so I might just be weird.
Introversion is not weird.
It's just people are always like, you're not an introvert, because I can be like boisterous and loud sometimes, and people don't understand that introversion and extroversion are more about how you recharge.
Yep.
And like extroverts recharge around other people, and introverts need like alone time or slow semi alone time.
Anitha, what chapter are you on, by the way?
Well, this is going to be one big Assassin's Quest thing. Though we did talk about Sanderson already, so we clicked that off the list. Every single stream. What's the place?
Hey, Grace is here.
We're trying to convince your boyfriend to wait and read Ship of Magic in May so he can read it with all of us.
We totally weren't talking about you earlier.
But he said that you would kill him. Oh no, fuzzy buzziness. Is that your mic?
Maybe.
Probably.
Assume it's the mic.
How was everyone's day? You need to read Ship of Magic? It's the first one.
Yeah, but there's so much fun. It's a Ship of Magic. I'm super excited for it too, but like if I wasn't overwhelmed, I would totally be reading it like as soon as possible.
You would leave us too, Pete, in the dust?
Oh, absolutely, if I didn't purposely overwhelm myself.
What is this loyalty here?
It's I've heard lots of good things and I've been waiting to read it.
I mean, me too.
Book. Good. It's supposed to be a good book.
You should instead read Arm of the Sphinx, right, Evie?
All right, do I don't even
I
have
heard Arm of the Sphinx. What?
You should instead read Arm of the Sphinx.
You still haven't read Arm of the God damn it, Pete.
I'm working on it. It's on the TBR. The TBR gets pushed around.
Evie and I are of the same opinion that Arm of the Sphinx is the best of the four of them.
Greg tells me that I'm gonna like the Hot King the best.
You might, but I don't know. There are things about Arm of the Sphinx that I really love. More about the mysteries getting solved and also becoming larger. So
if I had to like rank them, it'd be Arm of the Sphinx, Hod King. Arm of the Sphinx. I don't know. Senlin and Hod King can like flip on any given day, and then Fall of Babel. But
I mean, I would hope Arm of the Sphinx slaps. It's an arm with a hand attached to it, so that's a function.
Pete, the dad jokes, keep them coming.
Always.
I'm weird, apparently. I really liked the Fall of Babel. I would probably say it's my second favorite behind Arm of the Sphinx. But that might also have to do with the fact that my predictions were correct, and I was so gratified that like
I think if I reread it, I would probably appreciate it a lot more. It wasn't bad by any means. It was just none of it was what I was expecting.
No, it wasn't what I was expecting either. But it does have one of my favorite tropes, and the problem is you can't talk about said trope without ruining the entire thing. So
I love that.
Message me what that trope is.
Yeah, I will. I will do the thing.
I feel like that a little bit about like A Natural History of Dragons, which there's one like theme that's in it that like if I tell people about it, like it spoils the entire book or like basically the back half of the book. Because it's like a specific mystery type of thing. So I always have to be like,
what book is this?
A Natural History of Dragons, the one that
the one
Brennan. Get it?
It is at my office. They
good.
like Oh, it's been here a couple days, but like, why didn't you like email me? So I will pick it up tomorrow after I get out of class. So I'm excited.
Evie, have you read A Natural History of Dragons?
No.
Why? Why have you not? It's Jane Austen combined with, oh my gosh, what is it? Indiana Jones combined with a mystery thing I can't tell you about, all with an undertone of for science.
I still haven't even read Guns of the Dawn. So
Okay.
I haven't either.
Neither have I, even though I really want to.
I think Evie and I will both love it though, because of the fact that we both love like that era.
Well, Angela loves the crap out of that series. So.
Oh yeah.
What, the series? Guns of the Dawn's going to be another series?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant Marie Brennan.
Lady Trent.
Oh, the Lady Trent stuff. Yes. I'm glad, Ben. I'm so happy that there are other people who really love it too. So I know quite a few people were kind of dissatisfied with it, but I really liked it, and I'm sad that Josiah Bancroft like got rid of all of his social media because I couldn't like tell him how much I liked it.
So. He has Patreon now.
He does. Maybe I'll have to do that because it's cool. Anita's trying to get everyone to read Guns of the Dawn.
Listen, Anita, do you want me to read The Palace of Illusions with you first, or
what's The Palace of Illusions?
It's a book that Anita and I have been trying to buddy read for probably at least 6 months at this point. But we keep pushing it off because of other obligations, or well, my other obligations, I should say. And then I was like, do you want to read Assassin's Quest instead? Because I really want more Robin Hobb. And she's like, okay.
I love it. I love it so much. I have to read Assassin's Quest next month, which is why I'm glad there's like a month break, because I really need the extra time. Because my schooling is kicking my butt right now.
Did you? I know I've asked you this before, but I totally forgot. Did you only read Farseer, or did you read up through Live Ship?
I only read Farseer when I was younger, so Live Ship is going to be for me. Yeah, I have them all. They're staring at me, and they're beautiful, and they're judging me for not having read them yet.
So, funny enough, I actually today got the last book in the Realm of the Elderlanes in the UK editions. So I have all of the books now.
Aren't they beautiful? The UK edition of the Fitz and the Fool trilogy.
Yeah, I am. So I have the Soldier Son trilogy. I got like janky like hardcovers or whatever, but they have them in the same UK edition style, like artwork. So I'm like, do I want to get those as well, just so that they kind of match, even though it's technically a different series?
I've turned into a shiny book goblin since starting BookTube. It's very bad, and I tried to pretend that I wasn't, and now I must admit that I am.
I've actually thought about that. I'm like, you know what? Before BookTube, I didn't care about editions and all this stuff, but this is George right now.
Well, that's hilarious. I was more of a book goblin before BookTube, at least with Star Wars books, because like I was trying to collect all the older hardback editions of Star Wars books, and some of those can get pretty pricey because it's hard to find the hardback editions.
I don't doubt it at all.
So I've stopped because it's expensive.
I'm glad that I'm not like trying to collect things that are out of print. Well, not out of print, but I really want to get the old editions of White Sand, but I can't. You just can't. Like the first one is so expensive. I really don't want to spend like $200 on one like comic book.
Brandon Sanderson. Comic.
But it's like White Sand, but we're good.
But it's part of the Cosmere, which is the thing. So like I have to read it.
Which is why he put out the compendium. Which should be out eventually.
No, but I forgot, and I did not sign up for it, and that is the bane of my existence.
How dare you?
It's fine. I'm mad about it, just a little bit, but
just a little. Yes. It'll be up on his website later, and I'm like 80% sure.
It probably just not like the super fancy version.
Oh, I don't think the super fancy version will be up, but I think the other version is.
I want to know if I should get the Skyward like short story collection because it's one of
all of it.
Hmm?
You gonna read all of Skyward?
I have the 3 main books. I have read Skyward. I like Skyward.
Then you should get the short story collection.
I think so. Also because it's one of the last things he's going to be like signing before he goes on his I don't sign things unless I'm at conventions streak.
Or it's like leather bounds.
Yeah. Is he still signing the leather bounds?
So I think he's only going to be signing some of them, which is the way to go. I was always weirded out the fact that he signed all of them. Like, that's a lot. So the fact that he's only going to be signing some of them, I'm pretty sure, like the first runs essentially, makes a lot of sense for me.
We're talking logistics with Sanderson. It's not the same. We talked about the other stuff at the very beginning of the stream. He has to sign the first wave of like Kickstarter Stormlight leather.
So like he's gonna sign the Kickstarter stuff. He's signing the first wave of the Mistborn Era 2 stuff as we speak. And then he's been signing other stuff. Like he has a crazy schedule that he mentions every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. I believe in you, Morgan.
Yes, you can do it.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Speaking of,
that is a good segue
into reading
Morgan to her goal.
So
we're gonna read.
Yes,
we're gonna read. Do you guys want to read to like 8-10?
Sure.
Or just 8 even?
8-10 is fine.
10.
Which book is mine, or what book is Morgan reading? I'm interested in what Morgan is reading.
But to answer in case, Cait is reading Elantris.
Yes, I am reading Elantris. The pretty 10th anniversary edition. Because I'm a sucker for pretty covers. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
And if I do this, it does replace it, and then it goes back up. Wow.
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 Are you slap happy too, Pete?
Love and other words.
Love
I just got home from the gym, so I'm feeling great. That's
you have like endorphins going through you.
Yeah. It's been like a week, so I was feeling like crap, a little bit of like crap over the weekend. But then I went to the gym. I'm like, I feel better now that I've released some of those things.
Do you like lift? Is that what you do at the gym?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you even lift, bro?
Oh no.
I do even lift, bro.
I'm excited because I think I'm gonna like go back and do another like drop-in Krav Maga class. I'm kind of like digging the martial arts thing. So
Krav Maga like looks like a lot of fun. Anyways, do you guys want to read?
Yes, read the book, the thing. Do all
read.
the
We're gonna meet. We're gonna read.
How'd everybody do? Hopefully you can still hear me, since I'm a little bit farther away. But
Hello.
Hello.
I had gotten to an end of a chapter, so I was like, I don't want to start another chapter with like 3 minutes left after I sent like that huge long voice message. So, yeah.
Oh, were you gushing about Assassin's Quest?
Yes. Indeed, I was.
I can't wait to get to it. I'm like, I want to do it, but I have to finish Elantris. Pete has told me I must finish Elantris.
Just get through it.
Oh wait, Pete, I just realized you're not in this voice chat. I'm gonna add you to this voice chat.
There's this Assassin Voxer message that I'm not in?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Add in you too, Cait.
Yee! Yee! Pete, is this Dylan, your Dylan? Like MCR Dylan?
That is my MCR Dylan.
He's your Dylan.
MCR Dylan?
So this is a friend of mine that we're gonna go see My Chemical Romance together.
Oh,
I know, right? Like, we don't talk about how jealous I am of Pete right now.
We're going to the Raleigh, North Carolina one.
Not like I was like jamming to pretty much only MCR this afternoon while I was running around trying to find these flags.
We broke Evie.
We did break Evie. Evie, are you okay?
yeah, I'm good.
I didn't know you were an emo kid too.
I was a classy emo kid. I didn't wear like all black or anything like that. But I listened to MCR and Evanescence, and
Evanescence, yes, Evanescence is my shit. I love my stuff. Sorry, Pete.
I was also closeted. I didn't wear the stuff. I just listened to a lot of music.
I was like, okay, I was like an emo kid. I did.
Indeed, Ben.
Like
the Black Parade is in a oh dear God, I can't even talk. Iconic album. It is fantastic.
As I said in my video, the song "Welcome to the Black Parade" is our generation's version of Bohemian Rhapsody. It is not as good as Bohemian Rhapsody, but is the closest thing that we have. It's like,
when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city.
All right, we're good. I love opera, Evie. Yes.
So actually, I'm gonna try and find the video, and I'll send you the link. But like, this guy does a breakdown of the actual music and like. Not necessarily the lyrics, but like the way that he, like the notes that he sings and stuff, and also like just the actual music itself. Mm-hmm. It's really, really cool. I'm gonna find that.
For my friends that are in North Carolina, I'm not gonna be in North Carolina long. It's gonna be like a quick in and out, go down to Raleigh, go to the concert, and come back.
I'm not okay.
Same night.
Yes, I get you, Ben. I get you, Ben. I love one of my favorite things about Welcome to the Black Parade is like you can play the first note on a piano, and everyone who is an emo kid knows what that is. They know what song it is with one note. One note is all you need. Bum.
Da, 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 da.
Yes. And every time that song comes on, the volume goes whoop. Every time.
And then the drums kick in. It's great.
Yes. I like the whole marching band theme. I like it a lot. Pete, what do you listen to when you're at the gym? Are you a weirdo?
I don't.
You don't listen to music at the gym?
I don't. I've never had comfortable headphones, and I just don't.
How do people not? Are you ever?
I don't.
Like, what if you're doing cardio?
If I'm doing specific type of cardios, I read. On a book.
Running, or
if I'm running, I'll have a book.
I have my Kindle, but like old man Pete.
So they actually added a bunch of tour dates. Like I found this out like maybe less than a month ago. Is they added a bunch of tour dates, and one of them's in Raleigh on the 26th. It's supposed to be, I think, at PNC Arena. telling the internet where I'm going to be. It's a good idea.
Everyone's going to go stalk you now, Pete. They're going to be waiting outside the gates.
Oh, no.
What would they do to you anyway?
That's an excellent question that I don't want answered.
I wish I were as comfortable as this cat.
I know.
Everybody always wishes that they were as comfortable as a cat.
Oh, why?
And then Max.
It's just halfway on, halfway off.
Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh. They're doing a concert in Detroit, and it is still, there are still tickets because each ticket is $240.
Yep.
And my heart is breaking.
But are those resale tickets?
No, this is like through like the network.
Straight up. I mean, I don't know. Ticketmaster is. I mean, I know the ones I got through Ticketmaster were around that because the concert. I don't understand why concert tickets are so expensive.
I'm now gonna see if there are any tickets available because I know they're doing 2 shows in Boston.
Yeah, they are.
Mohegan Sun? Sweet. That's probably gonna be so much cheaper.
What?
Mohegan Sun?
What's Mohegan Sun?
It's in Connecticut.
Oh. Probably
it's a Connecticut venue?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get my friend to come with me, and if she will, we're going to go. I don't have any emo friends. Like, I was just thinking the other day, like, who do I know that listens to this? Like, so I was jamming to my old, like, Breaking Benjamin and, like, Stone Sour and Bullet and Five Finger Death Punch and stuff like that. And I was like, do I know people who still listen to this music?
It's just a low-key stuff. Ben,
that's not even fair.
Yeah, it's not fair, Ben.
Have we talked about the fact that you lived in Michigan before? Because now I'm curious where in Michigan. Because I've lived all over the Michigan place.
All over. UP.
Except for the UP.
All the jazz.
It's in September. The only problem is I don't know my exam schedule. And I've already had to throw away tickets for an exam issue and school issue. Making me really sad. But we'll all go to our respective MCR concerts and then talk to each other about it.
Oh, you should just become friends with Cait's boyfriend.
Five Finger Death Punch in the morning? They're not really like a morning band, but
I could see them as a morning band if you're that.
You just wake up to American Capitalist. Like, I don't know if you know that song, but
nah, I never got deep into Five Finger Death Punch. I got deep. I listened to a bunch of their more recent stuff. But
the only reason I know them and the only reason I like them, like I like them myself now, but like my boyfriend at the time was super into them, and so I went with him to like 3 concerts. Like, oh yeah, McCann, yep. Mm-hmm. My cousin lives in Livonia. I grew up around Fraser, Michigan, which is like right outside Detroit. So, yeah. And I've lived in Kalamazoo, and now I live in the middle of the state, where I should probably not say exactly where I live. Well, never mind. My shirt says where I live. Doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh. Books. Move.
That's just sounds interesting. Like, I can imagine waking up to Jekyll and Hyde or listening to it to wake up.
I can't listen to the music when I wake up. I used to have music because then I just like start resenting it because it wakes me up in the morning. So
it's an Andrew.
It's a wild Andrew.
Wild Andrew.
Wild Andrew. Do you have your Pokeball? Or throw a potato at him. That'll work.
Throw a potato at Andrew.
Yes. Everybody in the comments, what is your favorite way of eating a potato? Because Pete bought a potato and he doesn't know what to do with it. So, Tenacious D. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I just like stuffed my face with fries, so potato fries.
Andrew's birthday?
It is Andrew's
It
birthday.
is Andrew's birthday.
Do we sing him happy birthday?
You don't want me to sing.
But also Lay's potato chips. So those are my options.
Eat it raw? No, ew, raw.
I'm pretty sure that's not healthy.
No, David. Ew.
Not you, David.
I've been watching Schitt's Creek. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. I love Alexis. Ew, David. I love her mannerisms. Mashed. That is a hot take.
Boiled mushrooms sticking in my stew.
Mashed potatoes are great. I do not have a potato masher, unfortunately.
You don't need a potato masher.
Use a fork.
Mashed potatoes.
Use a fork to make mashed potatoes.
Well enough, use a fork or a I know people who use like hand mixers, but I'm guessing if you don't have a potato masher, you probably don't have a hand mixer.
I might have a hand mixer.
Use your bare hands.
Squish. Just squish it. I'm all about it. So are we gonna sing happy birthday? Yes?
Smeagol?
Are you gonna sing happy birthday in the Smeagol voice? Because that would be hilarious.
Please do it. Please do it. Please do it.
Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrew. Happy birthday. This is the best rendition that you've ever gotten, Andrew. I guarantee it. Best birthday. Go full barbarian and take a bite, Pete. Is this a dare?
I'm not in a good... No, I'm not.
Are you double dog daring him to take a bite of a raw potato on screen?
I'm pretty sure he would die.
I mean, you wouldn't die. It would just be a little weird because it has a very weird texture when it's not cooked. I know this because they always do. Anybody who's had like a science class in college, like a chemistry or like a biology class, they have this dye that dyes carbohydrates. And so you can use potato and it looks at like it's helping you figure out what like a permeable versus impermeable barriers are and stuff.
He's triple dog daring you, Pete.
Triple dog is more intense than double dog.
That's serious.
Mm-hmm. Or downward dog.
I'm glad he's serious.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm glad that I'm not going to do it. No, Pete, what you do is you go microwave it during the next reading sprint, and then you come back and pretend.
It's a school night, Andrew.
Well, also, like, this could be your birthday present to him.
That's true. Pete, you are not in school anymore. What are you talking about a school night?
But I have work in the morning. Do I want to have to deal with raw potato?
Telling you, cook in the microwave. Have you ever done that?
Cooked a potato in the microwave? Yes.
Yeah.
I think
pretty sure.
My grandpa likes those, so I always did it for him that way. But I like them in oven because I'm weird. His stomach will hurt, but will it? But will it really?
Yes.
We can test this out now.
We can for science. Pete, for science.
That's why I'm an accountant.
And you don't do science.
Pete, how late are we doing sprints?
I don't know. How late are we going?
I don't know. I'm trying to convince Andrew to join us once he's got Kaya down for the night.
Yes, come join us. Birthday sprints. If we had known that you could be here and that it was your birthday, and now I feel like a terrible friend because I didn't know it was your birthday, we could have put you on a potato with a birthday hat.
You can still do that. It'll just be after that.
I could technically still do that.
I'll let you boil it for 30 seconds. Hey, camera. What's up?
Hello.
Yes. How was everybody's reading?
I got like 16 pages, which for Robin Hobb, it's a full chapter, and that's pretty good for me. So, sorry, 18 pages. So,
very nice.
Even better.
I will actually read this time. I just haven't gotten to play my guitar in a while, and I was like, ooh, I have like a half an hour that I can do it before it's too late. So generous.
I am frustrated with the logic in this book.
In Mr. Mercedes?
No.
Oh, Providence of Fire. What is the logic that is tripping you up?
It's random little things, and then just how people think and how people talk, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, this happened, and I feel like I have to read some scenes. I've had to read one scene twice, and when we get to the next sprint, I'm going to read a scene that I just finished again to be like, because like he tells you what happens at the end of the scene. It's like, wait,
I didn't get that.
Did I miss something?
No, he's just making up stuff.
Bye, Cait. Which self-help goodness? I need to actually read more.
I need to read Illborn soon. Andrew, how good was Illborn? And like, should I slot it in sooner rather than later? It's looking at me on my shelf.
I know Zara likes it, but I've heard that also other people don't really like it. So
I wouldn't say I have like not very similar taste to Zara, but like I don't really like the super duper like grimdark stuff that she does, and so I'm always a little wary about whether or not I'll like something that she recommends. Oh no! Oh no!
What?
My computer's dying.
Oh no!
In proper Cait fashion, I have to go find my charger.
Oh no!
I think yes.
Anyway,
well, it's just us.
Yelling.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Might switch over to Mr. Mercedes if I can. Yeah.
Sometimes I switch between chapters, so I'll like read one chapter from one book and then switch to the next one, just to like
do that.
Make
it's
progress.
Too much. It's too much.
That's what I was doing when I was reading Royal Assassin. Guns of the Dawn again. I have to finish the book that I started. Though there's a lot of those, to be honest. Oh my gosh.
BBH.
I kind of want to read Cage of Souls before I read Guns of the Dawn, though. Because I feel like I might like it more. Hot take, probably. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. I can come back now.
Hey, Ryan's here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, friends. What are you guys reading? New peoples. Cameron, what are you reading? Are you reading like fun Victorian stuff? Your Regency romances?
Andrew still needs to tell us exactly what he's reading.
Oh, yes. Andrew, what is it?
What's Ryan, this? Have you found time to read?
Never.
Never.
Never. Never.
Never.
I still have to do my book haul video of all the stuff I've gotten since Christmas. And the books are all just sitting on my chair staring at me saying, where are you going to meet me?
That's right. Yes. I remember him saying things about this.
Oh, A Touch of Light. Isn't that the one with the pretty cover that's like black and white, but there's like orange leaves?
Are you liking it more, Andrew?
It's like he's the Brazilian author. It's a Brazilian fantasy.
Tamara, did you watch Bridgerton yet? I must know. Because I like binged it, but I wasn't really paying attention, so I have to rewatch it. But
nice.
You can do it. Good book.
You should get through it quickly so you can catch up with me, because I'll probably still be reading this by the time you get to it. Ryan?
Cait, she says yes.
Yes. We must talk. DM me. So many thoughts. I know I do too. Number one thought that I can say without spoiling anything, because it's not super duper. I am very disappointed in Colin by the end of this season. You should DM me. We'll talk about it. So working through Assassin's Apprentice. Assassin's Apprentice is good, man. I'm excited. More people on the Hob train.
It's good. The Hob hype train.
The hype train. Oh, I've heard about the Iron Crown. I haven't like read it yet, but
she's purring while I'm rubbing her belly.
Oh, the baby.
Oh wait, now she's not. Never mind.
We had to go to the cat cafe today because we thought one of our clues was like leading us to cat cafe. You weren't here for this, Evie, but I'm doing like my med school is putting on like a scavenger hunt all around town. And so every day this week at 5 p.m., there are like Instagram updates. And so they put 4 clues on there that we have to figure out. And they're all like riddles and stuff. And then we have to drive around town to go to the place, find the flags. And there's like flags of different colors and with like descending amounts of points. So we were in the lead as of yesterday.
So is this just for fun, or do you like get something out of it? Do you get like points on a test or something?
No, it's for fun. And also like the money that we spent to like, it's like $5 to enter it. And all of the people who do it, like the money goes to a certain charity every year. And so if you win, you get to pick the charity for next year.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And there's like 3 of the clues are just clues. And then the 4th one is like, we have to research something about surgery. And then we have to solve the clue, go to the place, and then we have to go inside and talk to the people, and they will ask us the question, and we have to like tell them the answer before we can get the clue or the flag. So
that's cool.
But yeah, it's really fun. I'm really glad because it's helping distract me from the rest of my life right now. So the Hob Pros hype definitely lives up to it. Yes.
Absolutely.
I love her. I can't believe she's on Twitter and like comments on people's stuff. There was one thing that was like, what character would you not be sad if they like were thrown off a cliff or something? And it was like Regal Farseer, and then I like tagged her in it. I was like, Robin Hobb, you know what you did? she commented, like, yeah, you do know what you did. Why
great.
surgery is so expensive? Lots of reasons. Because a lot of the equipment to do surgery is extraordinarily expensive, like millions and millions of dollars, especially because a lot of surgery equipment now is like, it's, I don't want to say it's automatic, but it's like, they actually suggest that like surgeons play video games because it'll be like
dexterity and stuff.
Like dexterity. So yeah, like when you do laparoscopic stuff, you're like feeding a camera in and like really thin needles and instruments and stuff, so you can like do stuff without opening a person up. But
I mean, anything with medical is expensive, like to the point that I had to up my HSA contribution just to be able to continue to pay for these 2 stupid procedures. Well, not procedures, but like I had a CAT scan and then an MRI, like within 6 months, and those 2 things by themselves were over $2,000. So
MRI machines and CAT scan machines. MRI machines are more expensive than CAT scans, and they're like hundreds of thousands of dollars. But like all the equipment for surgeries and stuff, if you do that kind of, I can't. My brain isn't working for the word, but you know what I'm talking about with all the different like bells and whistles and things. But also they're expensive because they can charge that much for them, and because hospitals have to buy them. So it's like, there's nothing that you can do about it. So it's like all this, like they pay doctors a lot of money, partially because med school is so expensive and you have to spend so much money on malpractice insurance. Like malpractice insurance is like over $1 million a year.
For like, each individual person?
Yeah. For like a doctor. Depending on exactly what your specialty is, like OBGYNs have to have the highest amount of malpractice insurance possible, because if you kill a mom and her like unborn baby, like you're not doing it on purpose. Like that sounds really terrible. But like if something were to happen and they would try to like sue you or something, your malpractice insurance basically, it's like getting car insurance or something. Like they pay for the like repairs or whatever for the other person. Malpractice insurance will pay part of whatever it is that like they'll get in a settlement or whatever. So.
And it's more expensive because it's a 2-for-1 special.
Pete, that was bad.
Sorry, but it's actually an easy way to explain it.
Yeah. That's terrible. But yeah, and medical education is super expensive for absolutely no reason, and pharmaceuticals are expensive for absolutely no reason. It's just dumb and it's greed, and I don't like it. And I could be on a soapbox about this for a while, but I won't because I'd probably bore everyone. But I'm sorry that you have to deal with that because it's just medical insurance sucks. Yes.
So I try not to go to the doctor.
Cait?
I'm sorry.
Cait?
I'm one of those people that's like, it's fine.
It's fine until it's no longer fine, and then they tell you that they can't make it not fine because you waited too long to go in.
Working on being better.
Yes. When was the last time you had a checkup?
You don't want to know the answer to that.
Is it more or less than 5 years?
Probably somewhere around that.
I was gonna say, if Pete is anything like my husband, Aaron didn't have his first checkup until after we got married and he got put on my insurance, and I had to call and make the appointment for him. So
people should be, you gotta get blood work done at least once a year, make sure all your levels of everything are good. Like
my levels would probably out of whack things.
Huh?
My levels are probably out of whack. I don't have the best diet.
Oh, your cholesterol is probably all out of whack. That's the big thing. But I'm gonna get off my medical soapbox now, and sorry, people. I like talking about this kind of stuff. So.
Nerd.
I am a nerd. I'm very much a nerd. I've been called a nerd a couple times by people in the last 2 days because I did Star Wars trivia last night. Oh,
aced it because it was so easy.
I know. Okay, the harder, so they went from easiest to hardest, and at the beginning I was like, I hope these get more difficult because this is really dumb. The first question was, what color was Luke's lightsaber?
Which one?
I know. That's the question, but we went with blue. We went with blue. But
wait, blue was the right answer? That's technically false because it was Anakin's lightsaber.
Yes, I know.
His lightsaber was green. That's stupid.
I think we were going with his first lightsaber. So, but, and then it was just what's Han Solo's Han Solo's ship called and things like that. Then it got a little harder, and they were like, what planet is Yoda from? And I was like, is he from Dagobah or not? And so we put Dagobah, and that was apparently correct.
That is we don't know the actual answers. We don't know.
I know. And so farther on, they asked what planet did Anakin and Obi-Wan duel on?
Exegol.
Mustafar.
Exegol is from the movie we won't talk about.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I'm a dumb.
But hey, Obi-Wan is Kenobi is coming out, so they could actually make it that way if they really wanted to.
That's true.
Which, could be a thing because they want to time more things back to the sequel trilogy. So
yeah. They also asked what powers the lightsabers. I got really excited. It was I know this.
That's definitely something you're not going to learn from the movies.
That's true. You gotta be a nerd to know what a kyber crystal is. Mm-hmm. But the last bonus question, which was supposed to be the hardest question, was who is Anakin Skywalker's father?
That's super easy.
I know.
He doesn't have.
Yeah, he doesn't have one. So I wrote on our sheet. I was like, first off, he doesn't have a dad. Second of all, it was immaculate conception via midichlorians, and he didn't even laugh at my joke. And I was like, y'all suck. But somehow we only got one question wrong, but we still got 8th place. I don't know
because everybody else got it all right. 7 other people got everything.
They didn't say there was a tie for first place. They went all the way. So I'm like, what? Are you giving?
There wasn't a time component or anything?
To a point? No, there's not. The spelling was probably bad. I definitely spelled Qui-Gon Jinn wrong.
You spelled it like a drink.
No, I didn't. I knew it was Jin, but I put J-I-N. an A. Huh?
It's 2 N's.
Yeah, Jinn. That's what I wrote on the paper, but I spelled. At first, I was like Q-U-I. That's how it's spelled, and my friend was like, "No, there's an A," and so I put an A, and I was like, "Dang, that's wrong." But yes. Anyway, should we read again?
The A.
There's
Where's
not.
the B?
There is no A.
Hi, my name is Michael with the B. Wait, where's the? And I'm scared of insects.
What?
Wait, where's the B? There's a B.
What is this from?
Vine.
Huh?
It's a vine.
Oh, the ancient art of the vine.
Ancient texts.
Yes, the ancient text. I was there when it was written. Actually, I was, because I remember watching like Charlie the Unicorn and stuff, and like the Badger Mushroom stuff on YouTube when it was first like a thing.
Yeah, I didn't have a Vine at the time, but I watched the stuff on YouTube when it came out, essentially.
Yeah, I never had a Vine.
I didn't even know what Vine was until after it was already gone.
The only one I really love is the guy who does like the watermelon skits, but he says watermelon instead, and I think it's just so.
You mean
funny.
Gallagher?
Huh?
You mean Gallagher?
I don't know. It's like a black guy. I don't know.
Okay, well, no, I'm dating myself then and aging myself, because Gallagher. Just look up Gallagher watermelon.
Okay, I will
on YouTube.
He wears a watermelon on his head.
Yeah. He's like, I want to be alone, so I'll eat some watermelon, and he always just like rhymes it with like silly, stupid things, and it just
so basically like opera guy, opera man, or opera boy, or whatever from Adam Sandler's opera guy.
No, this is not.
Does he just go around going a lot?
Or no, not opera boy. Cajun boy.
Oh, it's like opera.
It's not the same guy.
No, I'm just talking about like the But anyways,
shall we read, friends?
Yeah, we can read. How long you guys want to sprint for?
Huh?
How long you guys want to go for?
Do we want to go to 9:30? Even 9:30? Or is that too long?
How much you got more? How much more you got in you, Evie?
I can go to 9:30. That's fine.
Pete and I are night owls, so.
I took today off, like right after we had a mandatory meeting, and I was like, yeah, can I just take a vacation day today? And my manager was like, yeah, and I wound up sleeping. So
good. It's very trust. Yeah. I'm going to mute myself now.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Pete, do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to hide a body?
Why do you have to go there? That's so creepy. Because they do it in like the minor key.
I'm sorry, I just like that version. It's funny. It's very funny to me, but that's just how it is.
Do you like it better than the original version?
A little bit.
That does not surprise me at all.
Is that an actual like parody song? Please send it to me if that's the case.
Oh, I will. I will find it and I will send it to you.
My dog is amused by the sounds that I'm making.
Evie, someone wants to say hello.
Oh, it's a puppy!
It's Mila. Say hello, Mila.
How's she doing after her latest surgery?
Birdie was the one who had the surgery.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
She has bad arthritis in her hips, and so she's been on new meds, and she's doing a lot better on them.
That's good.
Yes. She's very happy to be snuggled. They're very mad at me because I've been studying at school like a lot lately, and so when I come home now, they yell at me.
Like, give me attention!
Yeah. Yeah, legit like that. Birdie will just like look at me and scream like, you're not paying attention to me. Have you seen the like video? I think it's a TikTok. It's like a dog and a person, and the dog comes up to him and they're like, I see you are putting your outside feet on. Please take me with you. If you don't, I will scream.
The cat.
Yeah.
Or I saw a cat one.
What was the cat one?
Yeah, there was somebody put a cat on a leash. Crazy thing I've ever seen.
Oh man, cats on leashes scare me as much as children on leashes do. Hey, K-Fox. I must have missed you saying hello.
Children on leashes make me think, where's the nearest crosswalk?
Yeah. Apparently, when I was little, my mom put me on a leash once, and I like went full blast. I ran and I like sprung back and face planted, and she was like, "Oh, I guess we can't do that again." Yeah.
Get one of the retractable leashes. There you go.
I don't need a leash any longer. That was when I was like 5. I hope I don't need a leash now.
Hello.
K-Fox.
It's K-Fox. It's Patrick. It's Andrew making more weird statements.
Georgia is very fluffy.
Puppy.
Mila's very soft, but no one knows that because you have to pet her to know that.
Is anyone else doing the magical readathon?
I don't even know what it's for.
I don't know what it's for.
What is it through?
Who is doing it?
If it's through Shelf Space, then whoops.
No, it's not Shelf Space. It's book roast. Is that it?
You know. So
Beats me.
Pete, I read about 20 pages.
Okay.
And I just read the part where Rowden tells Galadon, like, if he could have anything in there with him, if he could have taken anything with him, what would he take? It's so sweet. I'm like dying inside. I did not think that this book would do that to me.
It is 2 book quests.
Yes.
Andrew, we have proof.
We have some weird. You have said some real weird things on recordings. Oh, but Andrew, you'll be excited. I did Andrew, Brianna, and I did another book challenge, and you're gonna think it's pretty funny this time.
Is it gonna take you months to edit it and post it this time?
No. I'm planning on editing at least one this week because I'm like 3/4 of the way through my Love Hypothesis review video, and then I just there's not much editing to be done when you're doing like a challenge video. It's not like you can redo the challenge scenes or anything. So,
did you guys listen to my sobbing Voxer message?
Yes.
I saw a lot of Voxer messages, and I was like, I'm gonna leave these until after the sprint because I want to get some reading done.
Well, watch this back, look at the timestamp, whatever, the.
Are there multiple sobbing messages?
Yes.
No, I was just saying, after you listen to the voice message, go back and listen and watch this stream of the reading sprints at whatever like the 9:20-ish time frame was. You can just watch me sobbing. It's fine.
That's me that's me at the end of Assassin's Apprentice. That's me at the end of Royal Assassin. Oh my god, Royal Assassin just like killed me. I can't handle that.
I had 4 or 5 moments of like almost panic-inducing level of sobbing in Assassin's Apprentice. Only one in Royal Assassin, but I teared up a couple of times before that in Royal Assassin, and so far not panic-inducing levels, but definitely very emotional. So,
trying to think what the latest thing to actually make me cry was, other than Royal Assassin, and I think this is silly. I went back and like skimmed through Rhythm of War when I was making my science video, and I just like straight up bawled at a couple of the scenes because you just can't not cry.
We were talking about some of the scenes in Rhythm of War the other night, and I was starting to tear up. I was like, I can't do this right now.
I know,
Patrick.
Spoily though, so we can't talk about them on here. But like, Andrew's wrote what? He wrote a book.
Tears of Horror.
Tears of Horror. I love that.
Don't do this.
I'm trying to think. I would love to read a book that's going to make me cry. I have It Ends With Us, which is like a contemporary romance tragedy thing, but I'm not like in the mood for that.
What does that say about you? If your child is that, what does that say about you, Andrew?
Only $5? Andrew, it would cost like $100 in gas or more for me to get down to where you are.
At least give her mileage, man.
I know. Like, it's insane.
We're the opposite, so I'm nervous for you to read Assassin's Quest then.
The very end of Assassin's Apprentice, and by very end I mean like literally the last page.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
Unhinged sobbing.
I mean, to be brutally honest, and probably TMI, it was like almost midnight. I'm sitting there in the toilet because I just needed that's my safe space to cry and sob. It's just sitting on the toilet and just bawling as I'm reading. So yeah, that was my Assassin's Apprentice experience. You're welcome with that visual, by the way.
I will not read Where the Red Fern Grows. I will not watch Old Yeller. I will not like watch Shiloh or any of those things in which the dog bark. Marley and Me, absolutely no.
I could not, like, I've never been quote unquote, or I've never felt quote unquote triggered by anything until I started to read it. It's not Homegoing, but Transcendent Kingdom by Yagyasi. That hit, like, I couldn't even get like 5 chapters into it. I was like, this hits way too close to home. I cannot read this. This is gonna send me into a spiral.
Well, good that you told me. I will put that on my do not read list.
I also remember reading Redfern in
school. Yeah, I remember reading it in 5th grade, and then so in 3rd grade we got Old Yeller read to us.
Oh no! What?
Yeah.
Why would they do that to you?
Yeah.
I don't think I cried when I read Redfern, but like that's because I wasn't like crying as a person at that point in time.
Did you just
like at books, crying at books at that point in time?
Trying to remember what the first book that ever made me cry was, and it might have been Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. When Dobby dies.
Spoiler alert.
That's not in the
It's been out for like a long time.
That's not in the Half-Blood Prince. That's not in the Half-Blood
Oh
Prince.
my god! Wow! How dare I mess that up? The Deathly Hallows. How dare I mess that up? I need to like send back my nerd card.
I was gonna say return your card. Paper Menagerie is very emotional. Andrew, you should read the rest of the collection because it's just as impactful.
I want to read that time. Like, it was like I turned 25 and then the tear ducts like just would not stop. Like, I cry all the time. I cry watching The Little Mermaid when Ariel says goodbye to her dad. I cry like talking about sad things. Like, it's just bad.
I sobbed like a goddamn baby watching Encanto for the first time and then rewatching Encanto. So throughout the movie, not just like, yeah. Ugh, such a good movie. I love Encanto.
I just like am worried for when I do clinicals and I have to like be there when patients die and like all that sorts of stuff. I just know that I'm going to have moments where you just have to hold it together long enough to go into the bathroom, and you go in the bathroom and you can cry all you want. You just can't cry outside of there.
There's one soundproof stall.
Yeah. My friends did a rotation at the VA hospital. And
Colombian family, Patrick.
Oh, yes. Colombian. They literally sing a song that's about how much they love Colombia. But when she was working at the VA, they had one of the veterans pass away, and he was an organ donor. And so customarily in hospitals, when someone's an organ donor and they die, they ask for like every available like nurse or doctor or just worker to come and like line the hallways to like salute them as they wheel them into the OR.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like the family walk through and stuff, and it's really emotional. While at the VA, they like not only do all that, but most of the people who work at the VA are veterans. And so they line the hallways and they salute and they play taps. And she was like, I could not be there because it was so sad and so like heart. Just, so good. So that'll be hard. There's moments where
some heart-touching moments.
Yes. Which, by the way, I'm so mad that freaking Billie Eilish won the Oscar over Lin-Manuel Miranda for that song from Encanto, because...
I mean, it's a James Bond movie, and it's in English. Of course they're gonna... Dos Oreguitos did not have stuff going for it, but I love Dos Oreguitos.
I did too. I love a lot of the music in that show. They didn't have as many songs as some other ones do, though. Yeah. I don't know.
I never heard the Billie Eilish song, and I didn't pay attention to the Oscars because it's, I don't know, senseless.
But you know about Will Smith slapping the crap out of Chris Rock, though, right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't understand why he did I was waiting for the Academy to be like, well, we're not giving this to you because that was like inappropriate conduct, which of course they're not doing, which I'm kind of
gave them more views.
So oh God. But like I dug in. I was like, what did he say about his wife to make him do that? And it wasn't even anything. He like compared her to G.I. Jane because her like head was shaved and she was wearing a green dress. Like maybe there was more under the surface that I don't understand.
Yeah, so what it was, so I actually watched it live because and I woke Aaron up, being like, what the fuck? Sorry, what the crap? Did he just so apparently, according to the internet, everyone is supposed to know that Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia and she's very self-conscious about it and it's a health condition and blah, blah, blah. Either way, it was I didn't even not knowing Jada Pinkett Smith had alopecia. It was a terrible joke. Like, it wasn't funny. Like, it was just eye-rolling stupid. But the thing is like, people are now like just digging into the getting the receipts and stuff. A few days before the Oscars, Jada Pinkett Smith had posted something about like a whole video about like, oh, my bald head and I don't care what anybody says about it. It's like, well, apparently you do, lady.
Apparently her husband does.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Will Smith laughed at the joke along with everybody else, and he only reacted when he looked over and saw his wife with a pissed off look on her face, and that's when he was like, and it's like, dude, you're laughing at the freaking joke. Like, yes, was the joke terrible and in bad taste? Yes. What should Will Smith have slapped Chris Rock? No. Like,
I think
everyone's like, oh, wants to put the blame on one person or the other. Both can be wrong. Like, both of these arguments can be right, and one does not negate the other. Like, just people stop being dumb. Stop being dumb.
Yeah, I think Will Smith kind of just overcorrected, and like I don't want to like delve into everything in terms of like, oh, I this must mean, but to me, it feels like that could be either A, they were on rocky ground that night anyways, and Will Smith overcorrected because he was trying to, I don't know, they were arguing about something and he was trying to do something nice for her, so he overcorrected essentially.
Be the
something
same.
nice.
Oh no! If you dive into the internet, for the past year, Jada Pinkett Smith has been talking about how she's had entanglements with other men because her husband doesn't satisfy her.
They have open marriage. They've talked about this on.
Well, I know, but still, like, I'm sorry. I wouldn't want my husband to publicly talk about how, like, our sex life, like.
Yeah. I completely understand. Like,
it's true. I am asking too much. It's I mean, I can't say much because I just talked about how I sat on a toilet crying while reading a book. So,
Hey, you can cry wherever you want to.
So.
Yeah, his excuse for it, if I read the article correctly, was like
family. Oh, protecting my family. I did it for love. Love makes you. No,
the stupid comment at the Oscars. Like,
it's like, no, love does not make you crazy. Like, you were just he was very emotional, which understandable, but he let his emotions get away with him and he just acted very poorly. Like, if he had just been like yelled out, hey, don't joke about my wife, like, she has a help, like, that would have been it. Like, that would have been fine. Going up and slapping, now no one is talking about how it was a bad joke. It was more about, hey, Will Smith slapped someone, not, hey, Chris Rock made a really bad joke and pissed a bunch of people off. Like, it shifted the focus onto the quote-unquote wrong thing. Anyways, I have thoughts about this. Like, there's no wrong or right side of this. Both sides are wrong, and people are dumb. So
it was like a Kanye West Taylor Swift moment. I'm gonna let you finish.
Someone actually made a joke on Twitter about that. It's like, oh, Will Smith, Chris Rock, or whatever, and it's like, oh, Kanye West, like, I'm gonna let you finish, but Pete Davidson has the most punchable face or whatever, and I'm like, oh god.
So that GIF or the meme that's going around, one of my group members actually made a meme of it for our group for the exam, and so we all woke up and there was this image in there, and it was the slapping. It said Group 13, and then Chris Rock was like the cardio exam. It's making the rounds everywhere. We have meme creators in our group. I love them.
That's good. Memes are therapy.
Oh yes, memes are very much therapy, but they're never like cheesy, corny memes. People stop being dumb. Yes. Oh my gosh, Maddie. Yeah, the Will Smith thing was stupid, and I wonder if it was partly like a publicity stunt, but like, he's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. How does he possibly need more publicity?
It's people think it's a publicity stunt for the Oscars, especially since Chris Rock and Will Smith do go back pretty far. Mm-hmm. So like, I think there's just a lot going on under the surface, whether it's specifically between Will Smith and Chris Rock, or whether it's between Will Smith and his wife.
Either way, whether it's real, like not stage or stage, Hollywood is weird. People, like, everyone's like, oh, Hollywood's weird. No, people are weird. People are dumb. Hollywood is just a, like,
bunch of people a bunch of millionaires that want to make it look like they're perfect.
Could you say?
Well, no. Yeah, well, I guess. But I don't know.
The Oscars specifically is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not all of Hollywood, because there's like two sides. There's the millionaires, and then there's the not.
Could you say that in Hollywood there's a lot of surface pressure?
Yes.
It keeps growing and going, and all we know is... All right, I'm done.
Like a dip,
It never stop.
Oh. P, what's your favorite song?
Stop.
Encanto.
My favorite song from Encanto?
Yeah.
Trying to think which one was initially the one that I really liked the most. Because
What Can We Do has grown on me a lot. Or What Can I Do? What else can I do?
What else can I do? Yeah.
What Else Can I Do was probably one of the ones that I really liked first off the best. Because Surface Pressure was like, oh, that's funny, and the transition into Surface Pressure felt really weird for me.
I like really identify with that song. So I really like it. I feel like a lot of people can identify with Surface Pressure.
Oh, absolutely.
But like what is my worth if I can't be of service? Like that line, just like.
Also, All of You, just the end song.
It is cute. I like the ending, how they all come together and stuff. But how do we feel about We Don't Talk About Bruno?
It's great.
Huh?
It's great.
You don't think it's overrated or overplayed?
Well, I finally listened to it after, like, everyone was talking about it, and so I was like, oh, this is actually really catchy. Like, this is why it's the Frozen of this like child group generation. So
yeah, I don't
know, whatever.
think the overplayed part doesn't affect me as much anymore because I'm not like listening to the radio or like constantly consuming media as much, so I don't hear it as much.
Yeah.
So I just hear it, and then it becomes an earworm for me.
Yes.
And then I've looked at some of the breakdowns of this song about what it is and stuff like that, and that's been really fascinating. Just be like, oh wow, this is why it's so complex and cool and interesting. Just the way it is.
I was just gonna say, I was talking to Angela and some others about We Don't Talk About Bruno, and specifically like the first verse where it's Peppa and Felix. No. Yeah. Their verse, and she's like, you know, it was our wedding day, and he pipes in, it was our wedding day, and then she talks about like the rain and stuff like that. And then he's just like, it's still a glorious day, and it's like, there's so much to unpack there. Like,
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Like, Peppa and Felix's relationship is not something that you see until like you have to see Encanto a few times before you realize the depth of their relationship that is conveyed in so few words.
And and one of the things that I love so much is that there is absolutely no toxic masculinity or even commentary on it. Just all the men have emotions and are supportive. Like Mariano, like he's like, I just have so much love to give, and he just there's no like shame on that. He's just like, he's willingly expressing his emotions. Like, I have all this love to give, and
I think if they had put toxic masculinity in there, it would have distracted from all the other points that were made with the movie, and that is the main reason why I'm fine with them not like going after it, because it's something I would have expected them to do. And like, oh. So it was definitely an interesting choice, and I think it was the right choice.
I agree. I think the focus more so on Abuela and how she mistreats a lot of her family members because of this like idealized version of what they should be, because it's like she has to make sure that it's perfect so that her husband's death meant something. And I just, Abuela makes me very angry. I
don't think it's something so that her husband's death meant something. I think it's a combination of like, I mean, mind you, I'm very white, okay? Like if I took a DNA test, 100% white, like nothing. There's nothing.
Not 100% that bitch.
Yeah, exactly. 100% white. But just from like obviously me watching it and stuff like that, the way that I interpreted Abuela's character and her kind of arc in a way is that she, I feel like there's this expectation for any sort of non-white person. I know this is set in Colombia, but like in America, and especially immigrants, that you have to be, you have to not necessarily be perfect, but I guess, be the perfect immigrant and like contribute something of worth to society. And by being imperfect, like having flaws, you are not being the perfect immigrant. And then that could be reflected on the family and on like themselves as individuals, and be a challenge for like establishing a home somewhere. And I think Abuela like kind of realizing that no, you can, like, you don't have to be perfect, you you don't have to conform to what the expectations of like where you live are. Does that make sense? I don't know.
I think when I was saying like that her husband's death meant something, I think what I was trying to say, and I didn't say it correctly, was like she's so worried about the gift they were given. And it was like he sacrificed his life for his family and they were given that gift. And she values that over anything else, at least in the beginning of the movie. And then she learns as it goes on. But I think that really is a motivator for her in the beginning. Like, I must keep the gift alive. I have to keep the flame alive because, like, that's like the last tie that she has to her husband. Was like he gave his life for this.
Yeah, and it's also like it's definitely a grief thing as well. Like, you know, it's the only, once that light goes out, what else does she have for of him? And then, you know, it's also reflective, like she still has her kids and her grandkids, and they are a part of him.
Yep.
Or he is a part of them as much as like himself, you know?
Yeah. And then the gift itself is also, she's conflated it with her family.
Yeah.
And they've literally built an entire town around the gift, around everything. And it's an example. It's a great example of putting the collective over the individual in a toxic way. Yeah. And, you know, I don't always think that individualism is the best way, but I also don't always think that collectivism is the best philosophy. Like both of them taken to extreme are bad.
Yeah, just like with anything, but like, and then you know, kind of to that point, like at the end when the community literally comes, they're like, we have no gifts, but we are many, and we have and we will give everything, you know, we will give what? We have no gifts, but we are many. We would do anything for you. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, so I just think that's, it's just a good, there's so much layering and meaning, and it's such a good,
because it's Lin-Manuel, man. Lin-Manuel does that very well.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I like Moana, but I feel like Encanto I feel like it wasn't made for kids. I feel like it was made for adults. Like,
and that's really what it was. It's like,
like it's a kids movie for adults.
It's hard for kids to relate to Encanto, primarily because there's no villain. Yeah. As much as Abuela might seem like the villain,
she's not. There are multiple antagonists, and there are a lot of layers of antagonism in that movie.
So like people are their own antagonists.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard for kids to connect to that. So it feels like this was actually more of a Disney movie designed for adults.
That's why we have the song "We Don't Talk About Bruno."
Yeah.
Like literally, like a couple weeks ago, I was driving. I was getting ready to go run an errand or something like that, and there were like a group of like maybe a dozen kids, and they were just shouting, singing "We Don't Talk About Bruno." Just "We Don't Talk About Bruno" over and over and over again. Just that one line. So.
Oh geez, children.
Yeah. Thank God I don't have any. Just saying.
Even Mirabelle is like her own antagonist because in the beginning she's so like the jealousy and the like shame that she carried from not being bestowed a gift. It was so prevalent and it was like such a big part of her identity. And then she learns and like she puts her family in front.
She still supported her other, you know, her sisters and stuff. And then her mom is so supportive and her dad is like, yeah, you don't have a gift, but you're badass and you're cool as yourself, which is really cool.
It's like the thing where you care about other people and you always want to support them and everything they do, but like sometimes there reaches a point where like even the person who is understanding and on the sidelines and cheering you on, like they reach a point where the not having the thing and not being a part of it is like overwhelming and makes them feel even more set apart. And like I think Mirabelle hits that moment like when the family's all taking that picture and they don't even bother to include her.
Yeah.
So which made me mad.
Anyways, on that point, it's 10 o'clock. This grandma needs to get to bed, so.
Good night, Grandma.
It's probably a good time to wrap it up because I got to do a few things and I'm trying to get to bed a little bit earlier tonight.
And by early, do you mean before 2 a.m. or before midnight?
Preferably before midnight. Preferably, we'll see. At the very least, I need to be reading at midnight. So.
Thanks, Kay. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone, for coming and reading along with us spuds today. Pete, you know you're gonna have to like when you cook the potato, you're gonna have to like take a picture and tag.
Yes, I will. It'll be in the Discord. It'll be there. Yeah. If all of you should know who Evie and Cait are, but if anybody that's watching the replay, because do people watch sprint replays?
Yeah, they do.
Didn't know that. I mean, well, technically, the stats speak for themselves. Anyways, good night. Look at these people. They're linked below, all that jazz. They're great. Yeah.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for coming, guys, and thank you for coming on short notice. We appreciate you. We love you. Keep reading, and most importantly, get some rest.
Yes. And hydrate.